Hello, I'm Mrs. Mercer, here to teach your Sunday Level 32, Day 2 lesson for today. On the following slides, we're going to go through all the sounds. You're going to say the sounds that the letters make. Remember to say both sounds for the vowels and both sounds for any letters that you've learned two sounds for. The short and the long sound. There are two sounds for this one. Two sounds for this one. Short and the long sound. The short and the long sound. The short and the long sound. The short and the long sound. Okay, now we're on the spell sound section. I will say a sound, you will repeat the sound, and then you will write the letters that make up that sound in the section of your paper right here. First sound, or. Repeat, and then write. Ing. Mp. E. And If your student makes an error, point out the error. Say, I see R. This is just an example. I wanted What letters or letter makes the sound? Should be ER. Prompt them to make the correction. If you don't have ER for cross it out and write it correctly. This is R. Cross that out. ER for Now everybody write it 2 more times for extra practice. Okay? So just a sample error correction. All right, I'm going to ask a few questions and I want you to write your answers on the lines below. So, how else can you write ch? How else can you write ch? And this is, okay, so one way that you can write the ch sound after a short vowel is TCH. What's another way that you can write the ch sound? That's a better question. Okay, and then how do you write j after a short vowel? When you hear j after a short vowel, how do you spell that? Okay. right, now we're going to read words. So I want you to take a moment, pause the video, and read the words on this slide. We're going to review touch spelling. If you're right-handed, you'll have your writing instrument in your right hand, and you will touch spell with your left hand, starting with your pinky. So kind of this way. And then if you're left-handed, you'll start with your thumb, following the left to right sequence of how we write words in our language. So I'm going to dictate some words to you. I will say a word, you will repeat the word, you will touch spell the word, and then you'll write it in the spell words section of your paper right here. Excuse me. First word, mute. Repeat the word, touch spell it, then write. You will need to pause the video after each word to give yourself enough time to write it. Snitch. Crook. Frown. Fudge. Clicker. This is a sight word. Want. Pitch. Prime. Looking. Raindrop. Lodge. And resting. Take a moment to look over your words, or take more time if you need it, and make sure that they're spelled correctly. Now check your words against this list. Is this what your words look like? If you made an error, cross it out and write it correctly now. Now read the words on the list out loud. Okay, and now we're going to our spell sentences and phrases section. I'm going to say a sentence. You will repeat the sentence. You will tap out the sentence, one word per finger, depending on what hand you write with. And then you'll write the sentence. You will need to pause the video to give yourself time to do this. First sentence, hitch up and ride into the sunset. Repeat, tap, hitch up and ride into the sunset. And then write. Next sentence, he can cross the bridge on his bike. Repeat the sentence, then tap it out. He can cross the bridge on his bike. Pause the video to write your sentences. Okay, now take a moment to check for capitalization, accuracy, punctuation, and correct spelling. Your sentences should look like this. If you made an error, cross it out, do not erase, and write it correctly now. Now take a moment and read the sentences out loud. Okay, now we're on to the new material section. Okay. All right, so today we have the OA, which says O as in coat. The rule is OA makes the long O sound and comes at the beginning or middle of short words. Let's trace it 3 times. O, O, O. And the keyword is coat. Now I want you to write it on the 3 small lines in the Introduce New Materials section by the number 5 while saying O, O, O. Now let's take some time to practice reading words with O in them. Pause the video and read the words on both lists, or both columns. Okay, now I'm going to give you some words to spell that have the O sound, spelled O-A. First word, I'm going to say the word, you'll repeat the word, touch spell the word, and then write the word. Coat. Repeat, and then touch spell k-o-t. Or if you're left-handed, k-o-t. You'll do that for all the following words. Toast. Load. And so on. Road. Soap. And goal. Okay, make sure you have those words spelled correctly. Check on those. Now check them again. If you made an error, cross it out and write it correctly now. Now take a moment to read the words out loud that you have just written. Okay. Next, we have a repeated reading. We read this yesterday, but this will help us increase our fluency and our rate of speed. So go ahead and pause the video and read the words on this vocabulary page right now. Pause and read these 2 pages. 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 And that is the end of our Sunday Level 32 Day 2 lesson for today. Thank you and have a great day.